Hi, in this video I'm going to ask the question, does speed reading work for studying? And speed reading, and even its faster cousin, photo reading, seems like the answer to your prayers, because logically you can read things faster, read them more accurately, and remember more of what you read with better comprehension. Win, 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 win. What could possibly go wrong? And the first thing to remember with reading is that most of us vocalize the words we read in our head. It's probably been a while since you read things out loud, but you're almost doing the same thing now, and that slows you down a lot. We don't speak at anything near the speed we could read, otherwise we'd sound like those cartoon chipmunks. And that means part of speed reading is training your mind not to read out loud inside your head. But there are other parts of the technique of speed reading that you can do whilst you're gradually learning to turn off your mind chatter or turn down the volume of the words you're reading. And a lot of what we read is padding. Journalists are paid by the word, bloggers need words to attract search engines visitors. Textbooks command more money if you need to be a gym rat to be able to lift them off the shelf, and the Amazon delivery almost gets dropped off by a crane. Let's take a simple example. An online recipe really only needs the ingredients and the preparation method, maybe a few photos so you're reassured it's what you were making. But lots of them almost have the life story of the ingredients as well. Certainly lots and lots of background information that's maybe interesting, but not much use if you just want to make the dish. Same goes for a lot of other subjects. You've probably watched a YouTube video where the whole subject could have been covered in about a minute, but the presentation went on for 4 or 5 times that long. Written words are even more consuming. A diet book typically takes 300 pages to basically tell you to eat less and cut out certain foods. You can do that in a page or two. So skimming is an essential part of speed reading. It's looking through the headings and the subheadings, ruling in the things that are important to what you're trying to learn, ruling out the things that are maybe nice to have but don't really add to your knowledge of the subject. So if you skim first, then even if you read the final parts at normal speed, you've actually sped up the whole process. Probably by an order of magnitude, because all of those chapters you left, not just the foreword or the glossary or the thanking everyone who knows me lists, but everything else really. And the next technique that's often used in speed reading is one you probably haven't used for years. It's using your finger or something else to keep track of where you are on the page. Sure, it's more grown up not to do that, but it's also slower because your eye loses track much easier than your finger does. Couple that with skimming the text so you're looking for the important words and sentences, and you'll increase your reading speed no end. And if you're lucky enough to have a book that has a summary at the end of each chapter, it's time to jump for joy. You can apply the 80-20 rule to the whole book by just reading the summaries and maybe digging down deeper to the bits that still don't make sense. Your final exam won't expect you to write out the whole book verbatim. Apart from anything else, there wouldn't be enough time to do that. So if you think about it for a minute, the exam's little more than those summary pages anyway, maybe even less than them if it was a thick book you were studying. Of course, speed reading takes practice. You can't just start it and expect to be up with the world leaders who read upwards of 1,000 words a minute with top-notch comprehension. But even if you just manage to not have read half a book because it's filler and increase your reading speed by even just as little as 10% for the remainder, that's still a nice reduction in the time you're spending with your nose buried in the book studying. Another way to help yourself with speed reading is to use hypnosis, and that'll help you absorb the information and boost your comprehension of it even more. It's quick as you'd hope, and it works. If you'd like to find out more, click the link below this video for an instant hypnosis download to help your speed reading, and go with it. Good luck, and thanks for watching.